Also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on second down. Taylor throwing left side. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. It's caught by Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit of...
Down the numbers! There he goes! Touchdown, Packers! A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Hamilton, the 4th-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year-old Hamilton hoping to build on what was a 30-catch campaign. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards in the field position. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now with timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
26. Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34, Mike 34. Hey, Echo!
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 50. Check 50. Live.
They'll go again with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Chopper.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. He'll return it from the 6. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see when they have planned.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the whip. Slam.
Taylor. And he will find his man on the outside. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they? When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jake Bunt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Hey, 88. Mike's 43.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
6-6. Pull it high.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankle.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Over. He's crossing. He's checking cross. 61. Matchbox lights. Slam. Watch out.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 26. Checking things elsewhere. 3rd quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Save. Check 9. Watch the eye. Here, Mike.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Taylor operating from the gun. Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Taylor. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Taylor now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw again is Taylor. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Tyrod Taylor, 28 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
You got 300. You got 300.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
All day, every day, any day. SOS. SOS. Over here. SOS. Kill. Hey, Martina, get up!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On second down, Taylor's throw incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and it's 3rd and short. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Taylor will throw, and this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jake Butt, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. Tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, wahoo! Mike's 43.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go, just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. It's taken to the 26. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Taylor to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now it's Taylor. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now Rodgers. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Emmanuel Sanders. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot for Taylor. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.